Hello students, welcome back to my YouTube channel L Tutor. This is Dr. Sumit from L Tutor. Today I'm going to discuss about the structure of the human eye. This is a very important part of very important sensory organ in human being, and it's also an important part in biology lesson. So when we consider about human ear, my dear student, you can divide the ear into three parts, which is outer ear, middle ear, and inner ear. If you take the outer ear, so which is very obviously you can see the pinna outside, and from pinna to the canal you call it auditory canal. So pinna is the outer thing that you can see. So it is a cartilaginous structure which is covered with a skin, and auditory canal. If you take the auditory canal, it's a S-shaped tube, and it has got a hairy skin with modified sweat gland. So that those are the glands which is secreted earwax. My dear students, so this is important. So be careful. Remember that is modified sweat gland. You can be asked that one as a MCQ, especially MCQ. And the outer ear ends at the tympanic membrane. So from the outside to the tympanic membrane is the outer ear. So the middle ear, when you consider the middle ear, or otherwise you can call it as a tympanic cavity, that is a air-filled cavity. So it is situated in the temporal bone. So it's a inside the temporal bone, air-filled cavity. You call it a middle ear. If you take middle ear, so it has got a two windows in the medial side, middle side. That is side to the inner ear. So that is one is oval window. The oval window is covered with a part of the stapes. So what is stapes? So inside the ear, the middle ear, you have small ossicles. You call it ossicle, bone-like structures. So it is ossicle, small bones actually. So it is three ossicles. So malleus, incus, and stapes. So you can easily remember it as a miss. Malleus in the outside, middle incus, and stapes in the medial side. That is inner side. So the part of the stapes. So miss S is attached to the oval window. S O stapes part attached to the oval window. So this is very important. Otherwise, you will mix the thing. So then easily you can miss the small thing and you can miss the marks. So staples attached to the or connect to the oval window. And if you take the other one, that is the round window, that is the lower, I will show this in the figure. So that is round window covered with a fine fibrous tissue, and it is connected to the, or otherwise it is attached to the, it is opposite to the middle ear. Sorry, this is middle ear, so it is attached to the inner ear part. We will discuss that thing in the next part of the video. So if you take these three bones, malleus, incus, stapes, so that miss, so they have movable joints. So they are with the vibration of the tympanic membrane, they will move. They will move each other, and also it will move to the movement will go to the oval window part through the stapes. And inside the middle ear cavity, from the middle ear cavity, we have something called Eustachian tube. So that tube is connected to the pharynx, and it will important to equilibrate the pressure inside and outside of the ear. So we will consider the part of the ear. So the blue color arrow area, so there is a pinna outside, and inside the auditory canal you can see that this is number 2, and number 4 is that is tympanic membrane, and this outer ear. So if you consider the structure outside, uh, around the auditory canal, so that is inside it is made with bone, and later it will become cartilage. And pinna also, it is cartilaginous and skin structure, and you don't have muscle inside the ear, that is pinna. So right, so middle ear, so that is which is considered with the yellow color arrow in this figure. So you can see the three bones, three ossicles, actually you can call it an ossicle. So malleus is the starting one, malleus. From the left to right, so malleus, incus, and stapes. And you take in tube that is connected to the pharynx. And the stapes is connected to the that is oval window SO. So remember it as a SO, tympanic membrane. So it is MT, MT, and SO. And this round window is lower that we will talk it in the next figure actually. So now we are going to talk about the inner ear that is considered that is here it is you have been showing it as a red color arrow. If you consider inner ear, actually it is considered of two parts: bone labyrinth and membranous labyrinth. Bone labyrinth is student it is a network of channel and cavity. Actually it's a cavity inside the temporal bone. So you have a cavity inside the temporal bone that is in ear, and it is bone labyrinth part. So what is membrane labyrinth is a network of fluid filled membrane. So you have a membrane which is with fluid filled. So that is like a balloon inside the bone cavity. So that is like that. So you can easily remember like that. So when you consider this membranous part, first thing we have to consider this vestibule. That is inside the bone labyrinth. The vestibule is a somewhat selling part. It's a selling part, and the vestibule consists of two parts. This is utricle and saccule. Utricle and saccule. These two are as a sacs, fluid filled sacs, and these are two connected. And the utricle is connected to the what we call semicircular canal. Inside the ear, you have three semicircular canals which are arranged right angle to each other. So one is to the front, one is to the up, and one to the side. So it is you have three semicircular canals. You can consider the if you take your hand and keep the first three fingers in the way that all three are in a, perpendicular to each other. So that is the way they are ear semicircular canal is situated. So the other one is the cochlea, that is a which is coiled structure. So if you take this cochlea canal, it's like a canal, and it has got a three parts. This same canal divided into three parts. So what is the upper part is the vestibular canal. So it is vestibular canal, and these students remember this very well. So what you call here these three parts are actually connected to this upper part and lower part at the coiled end, inside the coiled end, which is just like a snail, that is part of the snail that a coiled end, it is continuous as one tube. So vestibular canal that is originated with the oval window. So remember that oval window is connected to the vestibular canal, and that is starting with a oval window and going through in the upper part and coming to the after the coiling come to the lower part. That is lower part is called tympanic canal. So the tympanic canal ends at the round window, tympanic round. So this continuous tube, that is upper part and the lower part, is called, it is consisted with perilimb, and also it is consisted with that what you call as surrounded the semicircular canal and vestibule also. And if you consider the middle part, that is cochlear duct, it is filled with endolimb. So it is like this. So the blue color thing, the three semicircular canals, you can clearly see three semicircular canals, and these three semicircular canals which are perpendicular to each other, and it is connected to the utricle. And below that you have the saccule, that is another swelling, another sac, and that the near the number one, that is the oval window, that is the oval window which is coming to the which is attached near to the that is with the stapes, and that is oval window. And so that is the upper part of the upper part, that is vestibular canal, that is upper part of the cochlea. And So the blue color duct is the what you call cochlear duct. You are having the cochlear duct, that is blue color coil that is going inside the cochlea. So lower is the tympanic cavity that is end up at the round window. Yes, round window. You can see the round window lower, right? And from the cochlea and the semicircular canal and the sacral and nutricle, you are starting the nerve ends, right? So we will consider more about this cochlear story. If you take this cochlear duct, the base of the cochlear duct is called basilar membrane. There you have the basilar membrane, and that is the floor of the cochlear duct. And in that floor, you have this something called organ of Corti or spiral organ. That is the floor of the cochlear duct. That is basilar membrane. And if you take this basilar membrane, this is considered two types of cells. So good MCQ, good question. Sometimes you can answer that as SCQ also. So in the part of the SCQ, so supporting cells. So there is a, which is support this, the other cells, and the other one is a specialized cochlear hair cells. That is what specialized cochlear hair cells. They have the mechanoreceptor for the take in the auditory signals. They have the auditory receptors. They are the auditory receptors. So specialized cochlear hair cells. Apart to the basilar membrane, that organ of Corti part, so you have the tectorial membrane. That is tectorial membrane. And the cells which is starting with the auditory receptors, and they will combine to form the auditory nerve to the brain. So students, this is the basically structure of the ear. Or people are getting confused with this cochlear part and those, and that is why I specially described that part. So today, this video I have discussed about the structure of the ear. So this is the end of my video. So if you have any problem, so this is my YouTube channel LT BioTutor, and my website is mybiotutor.com, and Facebook page is LBioTutor Facebook page. So you can contact me. So subscribe my channel, and thank you for your listening. Let's meet in the next video.